I brake. He flies by. Keck. I drive back to the house. Nissan is parked under the only spotlight on the whole road. What a way to look creepy. Take a right onto a side street. Fuck the police. I drive on the beach and go around to another side street. I don't see the Nissan on the main road again. I'm sure it was road rage, but this fag sure knew how to make it creepy. It's not a scary story, but it was hella weird. I've got one. I was taking someone to work very early one morning about 5:30 a.m. The road was outside of town a bit, running alongside an area with fancy houses. I had already dropped him off and was heading back home when I noticed something small and white hovering over the road. As I approached, I realized that what I was actually seeing was the white hair of a man dressed in all black standing in the middle of my fucking lane. I experienced a brief moment of disbelief, then proceeded to merge to the oncoming lane to get around this guy. He continued to stand there with his hands in his pockets as I was about to pass him. As soon as I got close to him, he started walking toward my car almost like he was trying to make me hit him. I floored it and shat bricks all the way home. I'm not sure if that guy had a death wish or what. All I know is that I didn't like driving through that area after dark after that happened. A little story: I live in the Pine Barrens of New Jersey, so if I go more than 20 minutes out of the town center, I'm surrounded by woods and roads with no houses or streetlights. A lot of people around here have creepy stories of shit they've seen on these roads. If you read Weird New Jersey, you'd know of a few. Anyway, be me. 18, this past summer late June after HS let out, driving my truck down a road outside of town from a friend's bonfire. Have windows down and music going, creepy road. Sudden, a black pickup, F-150 or something, pulls up behind me and turns lights on. No clue if they just pulled out or have been behind me for a while. Flashing high beams and honking, trying to see who they are through the rear view, but there's too much glare. Slow down onto the shoulder to see if they want to pass. They slow down too but stay behind me. Someone throws a bottle and misses. Drive again, pick up speed, but they follow my ass and keep honking. Brake check them and shoulder it, maybe they'll fly off. They hit the brakes, then wrap around and park in front of me. Back of the truck has 4 people dressed in black with hockey masks. They also have fucking doctor's gloves, the blue latex ones, and sticks/pipes of some sort. Chock full of nope at this point. They start to jump off the tailgate, but before they do, I hit my light bar and honk the train horn I installed in between the lights, for tomfoolery of course. They're startled for a second, so I floor it and ram the back of their truck with my bull bar so I can GTFO. 2 of the dudes in the tailgate fall off. Don't know if I hit any, but I didn't feel any bumps. One slid off my hood. Floor it down the road before they can chase me. Went down the road the next day with the sun out and found tire tracks and a big branch/club thing. I don't drive down there at night anymore. Apartment I live in is in an area with a lot of hospitals. Mortuary is between apartment and train station. Walk past said mortuary every day when going to work and coming back home. Weekend. Heading home after drinks with mates. Around 1 in the morning. There is someone on a bicycle right outside the mortuary. Think nothing of it. Walk closer. Old man on bicycle. Something is off. Old man on bicycle is completely still. Both feet on pedals. It's on a downward slope. Nope.jpg. Walk on other side of street like I'm avoiding a black man. Fast walking. Avoiding eye contact. Pass mortuary. Look back. Nothing there. Turn around. Old man on bicycle is around 10 meters in front of me. Nope. .jpg. Bolt the fuck across the street all the way back to my apartment, never looking back. Kinda tame, but whatever. Driving back from work late at night. See skinny white guy hitchhiking by the side of the road. Decide to pick him up, but then realize I have a ton of shit in the passenger seat. Too lazy to clean it out. Keep on driving. Watch news before going to bed. Somebody killed his wife and stepkids. Is still at large. MFW. Same skinny white guy's face appears on screen. Live out in the sticks of rural Michigan. Driving home at about midnight after seeing a movie with the GF. Passing through a very thick stretch of the woods. See the usual stump that marks about 3 miles from home. Pass a dead orange cat. Make shitty Garfield joke to GF. Should be rounding a bend soon. Road is still straight. Notice a stump by the side of the road. It's the same fucking stump I just passed. Weird. Drive by dead orange cat again. GF on phone. Hasn't noticed yet. Approach the bend. Nope, bend is gone. Just the same fucking stump. GF looks up and asks why we aren't home already yet. Sees the dead cat. She gets quiet. I'm really starting to freak out. Grab Springfield XD from the glove box so I can shoot the road if it does it again. There's the stump again. GF asks if I've noticed anything weird. Tell her I'm seeing the same shit. Pass dead cat. She starts shivering. I'm scared shitless to stop, but after another loop decide to try something. Pop it into reverse. Gun it. Back past the stump. Run into the dead cat again. Nope. .jpg. Quickly go back into drive and floor it. Pass same landmarks again and again. GF is crying, and I feel like joining her. Been doing this for at least 10 minutes. Clock appears to be malfunctioning. Genre savvy enough to keep the radio the fuck off. Finally, the bend appears. Get the fuck to the house. Turn on all lights. Lock all the doors. Pour salt on windowsills. Put Bibles at doors. Keep guns within reach. Every anti-evil shit we could think of. Stay up until sunrise. Never take that path at night again. This one isn't very scary, but it sure as hell was eerie. Last year. Driving down a very rural road in Washington state at 3 a.m. with my friend. Forest on either side of the road. See something weirdly shaped in the distance. No big deal though, probably a tree or something. As we get closer we realize it's person shaped. What the actual fuck? .jpg. Nearly swerve out into the middle of the road as we realize that it is a person with a hoodie on. There were no parked cars on the side of the road. Haven't seen a passing car for the last 45 miles. He's literally standing right on the white line of the road. His back is facing the road, and he's staring off into the trees. Doesn't even flinch as I nearly graze him going 60 miles per hour. My friend and I are too pussy to go back to check on him. Fuck that. Was some of the weirdest shit I've ever seen. Something like that happened when I was a kid. Dad was driving, also was a straight road. Somehow we ended up in a town that was 2 hours ago from where we were and only 30 minutes or so had passed. Weird thing was a car got into our lane and Dad had to hit the brakes. After this we noticed we were not in our usual road. We can't get out of there. We ask several times and it's like we are driving in circles. Good thing we just charged gas. Got out of there. My watch goes 1 second forward and then 2 seconds backwards. Weird. We get to the house and the clock in the house does the exact same thing. I've got one from a few years back, not paranormal but pretty spooky. Dropping off a friend at their place. Late at night. And on lookout for chick. See a woman in all white in the middle of the road. Slam the brakes too late, literally remember driving through her. Look back, no girl. Me and friend are the only people on the road. We nope it down the road. Be me with parents on vacation in Crete some years ago. Driving down this winding, narrow rural road. Beautiful scenery, the sea in the distance reflecting the setting sun and olive groves all around us. After a turn come up behind an old as hell Fiat Cinquecento with 4 people inside and 2 surfing boards strapped on top. They are going slow as fuck. Road has many turns and is too narrow for my dad to risk passing them. After a while we are on a small stretch of straight road. Pass them. Drive quickly again. After 20 minutes we take a turn. Same fucking Cinquecento is there. Same license plates, same surfing boards strapped on the roof, 4 people inside. No other roads that they could have taken to do this. We are completely dumbfounded. I still discuss this from time to time with my dad. Unless they drove through some paths going through the olive groves, I can't see how they managed to come up in front of us, and I doubt a shitty car like that could handle such rough roads. Wash a fag calling in, got some stories from all over state. Little background, half my family has been here for pretty much the entirety of the state's time. We used to own pretty much all of Enumclaw back when it was a podunk logging town, now it's a podunk farming town. Anyways, this one takes place there. Be me, about 15 at the time. Visiting my grandpa, we decide to do some night hiking at Mount Peak. Driving, there's an eerie ass fog along the ground. Don't think twice cuz waitevs. Get to Peak. This is normally like a 10 to 15 tops drive. Check my phone, it's been 45 minutes. Grandpa must have taken the back roads, wasn't really paying attention, so whatever. Start hiking. As soon as we get on the mountain everything feels off. Grandpa on edge, I'm on edge. Don't freak out too much because we're both big Nordic dudes and he brought his hunting knife. Entire time feels like we are being watched, hear branches breaking and bushes rustling in the woods. Must be deer.jpg. Get to the top, beautiful view of entire town. Grandpa grabs my shoulder and shouts, "What the fuck is that?" First time I've ever heard him cuss or raise voice. Look up and see what looks like a ball of lightning flying through the sky, do a 180 at like 400 miles per hour, turn right towards the mountain and start streaking towards us. Suddenly sounds all over the mountain like we've never heard, start booking it down the hill at full speed. Never seen Grandpa move so fast. Get to the car, start hauling out. Light following us, darting around everywhere. Drive past town, just trying to get far away from this thing. Finally stops following when we get to Bonnie Lake. Check clock, it's 4 a.m.